Hi, my name's Andy Young and I'm one of the automotive lecturers down at Unitec in Auckland, New Zealand. And this is one of the basic skills videos. And this one is using the continuity setting on your multimeter. The continuity setting basically is sort of part of the ohms, the resistance family of settings on there. And it just gives you a beep. Okay, so it's really useful. Whenever you've got a closed circuit, you're going to get a beep. And I'll show you what that means in a second. If you look on the meter and you've got a symbol like that, like a little speaker sort of wave symbol, that means noise. You've also, on this particular meter, we've got a diode setting and of course ohms. So we flick that round to there and it'll default to ohms. Now we need continuity, so if we go on to select on there, look, we press that. That's diode, one more, continuity. Now it's still going to give us an ohms reading, but it's going to beep as well. So if we get the two ends of my test leads and we now touch them together, it will, when you get a good contact, and that's, what's the ohms reading on there? Pretty small, 2.4, 2.2, 1.9, it's dropping down. Started off around about 10 ohms. Anything under 10 ohms, it's considering as good. Okay, we've got about 0.8 on there. Okay. Now we also have another meter here, another example of a meter, and that's this this limit meter. And again, we've got they are fun, those. Right. Now, if we look around here, we've got a separate ohms setting. So this meter will also do resistance, and then we've got a diode setting, and we've got the little noise symbol as well. Now this is a video on continuity, so we'll flick that round to there, and then at the moment it's on diode. You can see that properly. We need to move that, so if we do select, there we go, look, press select, and that takes us across to the little beepy function. Okay. So now, when we connect the two ends of the leads, we should get a beep, and we do. So it wasn't a fault of the meter, it was just one of the leads has died, which is a common thing on meters, unfortunately. And again, that's dropping down. We've got about 0.8 before, so 1.0, 0.76, pretty cool. So you've got the idea, and you can use that setting to test all sorts of stuff really quickly. Because it's a beep, you don't need to look at the screen too much. And one example is fuses. Now the little wire that runs through a glass fuse is actually really hard to see sometimes, especially when you get old. No, I'm not old yet. A little bit old. Okay, but they can actually blow inside the metal ends, so you can't actually see the blow. You can't see the little, damage to the wire. So if you just chuck it onto your little test leads and it makes a beep. Oh, no, we've got some contact going on. If it makes a beep, there we go, look. That fuse is good, simple. And we can also test a blade fuse. Chuck it on there like that, look. On there, there you go. Test the fuse. Or we could even test, what else could we test? We can test bulbs, special bulb box. Now this bulb box has probably got some blown bulbs in it as well. Let's have a look. We tend to keep all sorts. There's a blown bulb. Usually there, like you see. So that should, it's got a bit of a black tinge to it. It's probably blown. If we chuck the old test leads on there. These are a bit harder to get contact with, but we'll give it a go. Believe it or not, that bulb should work. It's got continuity, so we could try firing that up later on. Okay, what else have we got? Indicator bulb, real easy. You can see the element in there is still, looks intact. One easy way is to give it a flick and you just watch the filament, and if it's broken at one end, it'll vibrate across that end. Now another one, we've got a festoon bulb. Okay, again, very hard to see the filaments. So something like this, a continuity test. It's a bit too big to go in the jaws on these, but anyway, let's give that a go. Yep, instantly we know that bulb should be working just fine. So continuity test is really easy for just checking wiring and checking if you've got a length of wire with a number of different connections on it. You can just drop it on at each end of that circuit obviously isolate it and just go beep, you know, and just check that it's all working properly. I used to use it loads. Now that I know a bit more about resistance, then I tend to use resistance more. But for when you're first starting out, a continuity test is very simple. Is there a circuit? Beep. Yes, there is. No beep. Oh, hang on a minute. There should be, these wires should be joined together, but there's no beep. Maybe they're not joined together. Let's have a look. And you can get into it a bit more and maybe find the fault. Okay, so I've shown you a couple of meters as examples. We actually found a fault on one of the meters, which is pretty interesting. I'll get that fixed shortly. That's how you use the continuity setting on your meter, and it's useful for checking things like bulbs and fuses and that kind of stuff. Okay, hope you found that helpful. My name is Andy Young. I'm one of the automotive lecturers down at Unitech in Auckland, New Zealand, and this is one of the many basic skills videos that I'm putting together at the moment, just to try and build a platform and help everybody from any particular skill level. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.